Uh, Where's my phone? And then I'm gonna get started. Okay, who's got questions for me?
What you need?
What? Hello? I heard something.
Oh, I didn't know I unmuted myself. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
You've been
Um,
asking me 9 million questions. I'm glad to
I,
hear your voice.
you remember? Yeah. This is my first joining into the mastermind group. I'm excited to be a part of the group.
Hmm.
So I think I'm just gonna sit and listen right now.
Well, you had 9 million questions the other day. Ask them now. So at least I
Okay.
could get them recorded.
Okay. Okay.
Don't forget, the questions are not just for you. There's
Mhm.
somebody like you that has the same questions that are watching the videos. So when we post this back in the group, this is the first part of this whole thing is
Mhm.
so that we can. That's why we do questions first, is to go over everything and make sure that somebody's getting the stuff there.
Gotcha. Okay. 1 second. I'm gonna be back. I'm in a meeting. Wait a minute. Okay, so I do have a question. Well, I can go over the question that I did ask you before. So I started my LLC back in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
um, and it was my hair extension business. I'm a master cosmetologist, and I started a extension business, e-commerce business,
Mm-hmm.
and I established my LLC. And I did not know what to do. I wasn't educated enough on the LLC part and creating the business account, well, opening the business account and all that. So it did get dissolved. My formation got dissolved in 2021, and I wanted to reinstate the business.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know if it was a good idea to reinstate or to just create a new one. I also had questions about changing my name and what else? That was pretty much it. I just didn't know if I needed to reinstate or just create a new LLC.
Well, what did I tell you when I was talking to you on the phone over there before? And then you heard it on Instagram, exactly what I said from the other gentleman. I love him, by the way. Sometimes he gave me so be careful with influencers. Influencers sometimes can give you the wrong information. I won't call out influencers that I'm listening to personally, that I know the stuff that they're spewing is bullshit. It's just pure venom that's incorrect. So what I like to do is I like to give you guys the information that is the truth, okay? But I always tell you this main thing. When doing what we're doing, always consult a professional in that industry. So the first thing that I always say is there's things that I know, but there's always a professional that knows more than me, okay? I may be an expert, but I am an expert to the certain point. I don't have a CPA and I don't have a Juris Doctorate degree. Okay. One's a lawyer, the other one is an accountant. So those are the two professionals that we're going to sit down and have a conversation with to get this rocking and rolling. So my first suggestion to you, because I know it from the bank standpoint, not from the legality standpoint, the bank looks for certain things. The bank is not looking for something with your name on it. They're not looking for something with your business on it. Why? Your name and your business ties you down to one location. You cannot move your business quickly. So, your hair extension business. Can you open up a carpet business in your hair extension business?
No.
Exactly. But if you were a consulting company, can you consult on hair extensions and consult on carpeting?
Yes.
That's the thing. Always be smart to say, I am a consultant. I am a consultant. I run a consultancy company. The name of my consultancy company is called AK Titan Group. Okay. To you guys, does that sell anything?
No,
No, right? Does it have anything to do with a product?
not in particular. No,
What does it have? It's just a group of people, correct?
correct.
Right.
And it's A and K at this point. It's A and K. I'm A, K's in the front. Okay. But at the end of the day, when you do that, and my accountant, when I went to him, I wanted to open up an LLC. He told me, Ali, in the state of New York, LLCs are useless. I said, oh, okay. Why? He said, an LLC, the LLC is used to pay all of the Social Security tax. Okay. While a S Corp, which he opened for us, can put the Social Security tax on the individual person working in. So working in the S Corp. So I work in the S Corp. My wife works in the S Corp. So what happens is on the profits that we make, now the Social Security tax is divided between her and I, not solely on the business. Okay. So when that gets done, what happens? What happens? Simple. I pay less taxes. In the state of New York that's got crazy taxes, I pay less taxes. Because why? My accountant told me what was the right thing to do. You need to be prepared with your proper people to help you. So yes, I can get you set up and tell you what you need to do to get everything rocking and rolling, right? But you need to still consult with your professional. Okay. Now, what do you plan? So, Alexis, what do you, Alexia, what are you planning on opening?
So, well, for my LLC or
Whatever. What are you planning on opening before we open up the LLC? What are you trying to open?
a hair station, a storefront.
A storefront. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can open up an LLC that is a hair extension place, but you can open up a consultancy firm that gets paid all the money.
Correct.
So that's exactly what you want to do. And that's called the anonymity. Now, great news that happened. BOI was blocked. This is amazing news. Okay. So we don't have to play. We still have an anonymity when we're rocking and using our LLCs and S corps. This is like the whole purpose of having this stuff is to have anonymity. Okay. Now there was a way to block it, BOI from the beginning, using a trust, and the trust owns all of them. And once the trust owns all of them, BOI is non-existent. But at the end of the day, because we knew that, they also knew that opening up a business and having the anonymity law in there was a big thing. Why? I don't own the business. I own the LLC. I did that purposefully because it creates a level of protection between each and every single LLC, S Corp that I have or corporation that I have, because I don't want to own everything. I'm even doing it right now. I'm getting my car out of my name and I'm putting it into the business. I'm getting anything that I'm buying going forward is coming out of my name and going into the business. I don't want to own nothing. I want to be broke on paper. I want to be broke, but I want my businesses to be stupid rich. Why? Because that's what we want. The business owns everything. They can't take anything. And you know how easy it is to move assets between businesses to businesses? It's easy. Chris,
Yep.
aren't you in real estate?
I'm a real estate broker. That is correct.
Okay. So listen to the people. We have professionals that come into this group that have not only stood by what I said, but they can help you do that. So Chris is somebody here that could turn around and say, okay, I need to take my property out of this LLC and move it into this LLC. Chris, can we get it done? Boom,
Absolutely.
Chris can move it for you. Now you just move properties from LLC to LLC. Your personal account, they got to pull the credit, they got to do all the craziness, they get all the stuff done. If there's already an existing thing on your business, it is a lot easier on your business than it is in your personal account, because the businesses are cash flowing entities. A person is not a cash flowing entity. We are a liability, ladies and gentlemen. People don't understand what that means. We are a liability. If we die, debts don't get paid. Let that sink in. If we die, debts don't get paid. The business, if you build the business, and you put people to work in it, the business will always get paid. If you don't believe me, ask the Rockefellers. Their kids are still getting paid today from what their great grandfather built. I had to use the New York terminology because, from New York, but think about that. Think about
Um,
how, go for it.
so how will I know if I need to, like, if I fall up under like doing an S corp or LLC?
Always,
I,
always consult your professional in that one. I cannot answer that for you. And the
okay.
only reason that is because your state law is different than mine. Okay. And if I tell you something incorrectly for your state, I don't want to be held liable for it. It's not that what I would say is always consult your professional. Okay. Find yourself an accountant. This is the time. Guys, I say this to anybody in my friends group and the people that I know. There's three things that you need in this life. You need a good doctor to live long. You need a good attorney to keep the money, and you need a good accountant to hide the money. There's three things you need in this life. If you're at the ground level right now, find that good accountant. Find that good accountant. Then the next level is the lawyer, and after the lawyer, it's the doctor. You find those three things, you will have a great life.
Okay. Also, if I do like just do go the LLC route, could I always like add the DBAs under the LLC?
Um, I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't remember. I would assume yes. I would assume yes, but I'm not 100% in remembrance with it. But yes, I know you can open up a DBA under your LLC, but I don't remember how many. I think you can open up only one. Here's the thing. An LLC can be owned by an S corp. An S corp cannot be owned by an LLC. So they might tell you to open up the S corp first, then open up the LLC. Or God bless you, Micah. Uh, so that's why I always say consult a professional. A professional will help you through that, get you rocking and rolling, get everything that you need. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's my thing. What was that other question that you had? I'm glad that we getting these through this now.
Um, was it the name? Did we talk
Oh,
about the name?
name.
The
Yes.
name,
Okay.
yeah.
So when you're doing a name, what I was told from the bank, and I do have some bankers that we deal with. What I was told by the bank, okay, Latin names, Latin like old European names, not like Latin Spanish. Um,
Magna
Latin
Core
name.
Group.
What happened?
I name my Magna Core Group.
Yes, Latin
That's
old Latin names
yeah,
make a big hit in
finance.
banks in the finance world and the bank.
Yeah,
It's like an internal hack. So when you
yeah,
do consultancy, not don't use the word consultant, like Magna like his Magna Core Group, an AK Titan Group, professional group, something along those lines, group, all these things that you're using with these strong words health it creates an imagery in the person's head that you're going to do well. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to do well. So that's something that always think about it, always do it, think about that. So if you told me you wanted to name it your name consultancy group. No. No. What happens if you wake up tomorrow and be like, I don't like my name, I want to name myself Tina? Not you're laughing, but people have had this. Now it makes no sense on who owns the consultancy group. Now, me and my wife, we did AK Titan Group, right? She's always going to be K. I'm always going to, yeah, she's always going to be K. I'm always going to be A. The reason now, but what happens when we have a kid? No longer A and K Titan Group. I have to open up an LLC with the child underneath us, and then it's whatever the child's name is, and in succession, whatever the child's name in between us. And then Titan Group or consultancy group or professional group, whatever we do. Because each child, I'm going to open up a LLC underneath. And all the money that we're doing goes to the top. So, yeah. So
So how
Two,
many, I'm
go,
sorry.
go for
So
it.
under your S corp, how many LLCs can you have?
As many as you want. That's what the accountant told me.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because so here's the thing. Think about it like this. An LLC is a small pot, right? Corporations, if you think about it, they're the big pots, right? You take all the small pots and you dump it in the big pot. So my consultancy group owns all the small little pots. So if I'm going to open up another business, say I'm going to buy a piece of property. Actually, I'm looking for a laundromat right now. I really want a laundromat. I don't buy the laundromat underneath the underneath the underneath the consultancy group. I buy the laundromat in an LLC. I use the laundromat, take all the money out of the laundromat, make the laundromat break even, black all the time, and pay all the profits to the S corp. That's how he explained it to me. I love it. I love the ideology because now all profits go up, whatever those expenses are. Those are whatever comes out, and then whatever we make on the top end from there. But that company houses all my employees, which means all my employees don't work for the LLCs, they work for the big company, which means all the benefits and everything goes there, which is what we're trying to build so that all the little small ones house the big one. And um the big ones pay the benefits and the uh time off and their retirement accounts. I was working. I put a picture of the lady in Chase. She just hooked me up with the person to do retirements. So all this stuff is all the stuff that you want to build up. So your LLCs go into your corp if you do it that way. Now, that might not work in your state, so double check it.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Marcus, you've been awfully quiet. What do you got, buddy?
Well, right now, say for me, this is my first one, so I was kind of like listening a little bit just to see what it's like. Um, in terms of my credit, I mean, don't I have good low utilization stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. I know how to manage that really well. The only
Mm-hmm.
thing the only thing that's bringing mines down is I have a charge off for an auto loan.
Mm-hmm.
I put in a group chat like last week,
Ah,
but
that's you. That's you. That's what I just put the doc on. That was you
okay,
that asked me who's the repo. It's under the secondary bureau cheat sheet. Just go into free docs. They just put it in. Under the secondary bureau cheat sheet, it's Stage Stream and Clarity Service that does the auto loans. Get the auto loans off of there, which means you would move your secondaries inside of the software. You would choose that on your auto loan, which is the repossession, and then
uh,
generate the letters for those as well, and then attack those. When you
well,
get it off the secondaries, then the bureau has no way to verify it. When they have no way to verify it, they'll remove it.
this wasn't a repo. It was my car got totaled and I couldn't pay off the remaining balance. So, would that make a difference?
Still, it's still a charge off, and the
Yeah.
repossession is a charge off with an asset. A charge off is no asset. They can't take the asset back. So at the end of the day, it's still the same poop.
Okay. All right. Um, so would I have to worry about like paying off the remaining balance, or just do what you just said?
Do what I just said, but here's what I'm going to tell
Yeah.
every single person in this group. Every single person that's working with us and every single person that's doing things with us. Every time that you poke a dog, the dog's eventually gonna want to bite you. Okay?
Yeah.
I have another lady who said the same thing. She called me yesterday. Same exact thing. I told her the same thing. She's like, now they keep calling me. Why? You poked the dog. Eventually they're gonna try to collect. So just be careful. You want to leave a dead dog lie? Leave a dead dog lie. But if you want to wake it up and because it's hurting, you just be prepared to deal with the consequences. They can sue. They can sue. So if you're ready for it, get yourself an attorney, because as soon as they do sue, go after them.
Yeah.
Okay. You're like, I don't think I signed up for this.
That's all good. I mean, it's been like this happened like 4 years ago, and they haven't really tried to get any of the money back. They just like let it. It's just been sitting there.
Well, they didn't sell it off, which means they're not letting it sit there. They're waiting for you to do something.
Mm.
They're waiting for you to do something, buddy. That's the truth.
Okay.
So that's why I tell everybody, just be careful. Question for you. Why did I lose my train of thought now? Hold on. What's the SOL? What state are you in? There we go.
Texas.
SOL, I think, is 4 years in Texas. SOL for Texas.
It's been about 4 years. September. It's been 4 years since September.
Credit. Oh, you're good. Statute of limitation on debt in Texas is 4 years. Hold off a little bit. Make sure it's after 4 years. Then go attack it.
Okay, yeah. It happened like the second week of September, like 4 years ago. So,
Make sure.
Okay. Yeah, other than that, yeah, I have no other questions. I appreciate it.
No problem. Perfect. We're perfect.
I have a question.
Go for it.
How long does it take to build business credit for a new business?
Want the fast way or the slow way?
The fast way?
Everybody wants to spend 25,000, spend 25 to $30,000, buy yourself some trade lines, and you'll have it built in 2 months.
Okay. And what's the slow way?
Start like everybody else. Start like us. Get yourself a credit. Where's mine? Here, do this. Get yourself your credit cards for your business. 1, 2, 3. Here's the other 2. I only got 3 of them for my business. I'm such a big baller. I only got 3. I got a guy that came in here. He's got 14 of them. 1, 2, 3. These are my favorite cards for the business. American Express Business, American Express Business Cash, and then Chase Inc. I had the lady that I gave everybody, she got me this Chase Inc. card. Okay. She got me approved even for a limit when I shouldn't have been approved. So not because of bad credit, because I pulled too many cards in 2 years. So make sure that you reach out to that person and see if they can get you something. But what you do is you start slow, start piece by piece, start one by one, and go. Start with your net 30s. You don't know what a net 30 is? Look it up online. Get a net 30. Net 30 just means that you pay your bills 30 days late. 30 days later. There'll be companies that are there. I don't have them off the top of my head. That's why I just said look it up. After your net 30s, move on to your gas cards. After your gas cards, move on to your try to get auto loan or some sort of loan, and then after that go for your credit cards and things like that. The way you skip the process is by personally guaranteeing your cards. I personally guaranteed all my cards. Once you do that, it'll report and it'll start building up. Look for anything that goes on a business credit. My printers, all my business printers for the printing company, all are underneath my business credit. They gave me business credit because they pulled my personal credit. When they saw my personal credit where it was, they gave me all my printers. Okay, because now they're reporting my business credit shot through the roof because of my leases. Any equipment lease that you can get for your business, huge, absolutely huge. Any equipment lease that you can get will build it quickly. Takes about 6 months if you get an equipment lease. Takes about 6 months of payments. You'll have a good credit profile. But they say 2 years because you need 2 years of payment history. And then on top of that, 2 years, you'll have 2 years of tax returns. And the tax returns are really what the no doc loans go for. Once they see your tax returns and they see that you've been in business for 2 years, game over. Game over. Yeah, and especially if you're making money, if you're making 400 or 500K a year, They're handing out money to those businesses like it's water. Especially if you're named right in your LLC. If you're not named right in your LLC or your S corp, they're not handing you crap. But if you're named right, they're handing you big money.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Wow. What do we want to do today? I'm gonna open up to you guys. Do you guys want to go over the funding program or the base of the funding program, or do you guys want to just go into the software?
Funding.
Oh, damn, Chris. Shit, you didn't even say, you didn't even start at funding.
There was no thoughts.
Okay.
Funding.
So let's go over the funding program. Where is my link over here? I gotta get in. There we go. People are special. People are special. Okay, so let me share my screen and let's get in over here. Let's get this done. Okay, so my funding profile, my funding profile, my funding program is here. You'll get your own link when you log in. Okay, and when you log in, give me a second, you will get 2 weeks free. Why does this keep popping up? Okay, and you log in. Oh, hold on. There we go. So once you log in, you'll get this. This is your homepage. Okay. And give me 1 second, just make sure everything was working right. There's everything. So as you can see, look here. This is my December calendar. And on my December calendar, right, I have all my reminders of when I need to pull my credit. Okay. I have it so I know when my clients are ready to rock and roll and what we're going to do with them. And then what I do is I go in, I manage my clients. As we see, I have my, do my own. Okay. But I see what my score has been, what's been pulled. Okay. And then how to handle it. Now, for the credit repair people who are using this, you can come in here. You can manage your credit when you pull in the report. Okay. You can see your inquiries. You can see everything that's here. And you can use this to actually work on your files every single month to see what's working and what's not. Then you can get an analysis over here. Okay. Doesn't want to give me an analysis letter. There it is. You can get your analysis, which is a funding-based analysis, which will give you all the information on what's going on with your specific file. Bear with me 1 second. Let me make sure all this is color because this is going to the printer and the printer only fits black and white. Let me use save as PDF. There we go. So as you can see, and then background graphics. There we go. So now we can see all the information over here as it's been pulled and what's been going on. We see what type of score model it's been using, and then all the things. These are my recent inquiries. These are my positive accounts as they list them all down. These are my low utilization account, how much I have utilization on all my credit cards and everything. And then it breaks it down by bureau because each bureau is different. Even though they're supposed to be the same, they're different. As you can see, Equifax and Experian have 509, but TransUnion, or where's TransUnion? TransUnion's got 0. How can you have 0 and 509? Doesn't make sense. Okay. Now these are all the same. These are all the same account, but you have CBNA, all this stuff of what it is. These are all the breakdowns. Okay. And then you have the most important part. This is the funding thing. This is how you know a client is ready to be funded or not. Now I know I'm not ready for funding. As I can tell over here, this is me not ready for funding. Okay. This is a major thing over here. All these boxes need to be full of check marks. Every single one of these need to be full of check marks. If they're not full of check marks, the client is not ready for funding. And if they're not ready for funding, you can't send them anywhere. You can't get anything for them. And if you push, you're gonna wind up doing more damage than good for that client. So here you
What
go.
software is that?
This is mine.
Sick.
This is mine, brother. Ain't nobody else. I developed this. This is my brain right here. This is
That's
when
sick.
I was working in the bank, everything that I know. And this is all verified, FYI. This is all verified by bankers.
When is that available?
It's been available, brother. We've been posting it in the group often.
Okay, so I need that.
Is the link in the group?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Search My Ultimate Insight. Micah, if you don't got it, pin it for them, please.
Could you please? Thank you so much, brother. That would be helpful. I'm gonna use it
Gotcha.
I'll use it this evening.
Okay. Now, there are
Yeah.
some bugs. Just let me know what the bugs are. I'll send it to the dev. Okay. It's free because we're trying to get people in to see what's going on. But this is all the breakdown. If you
So-
have a pay down, here's a pay down. Look at this. There's a pay down. If you have a pay down, you got to tell the client there's a pay down. You got to tell the client there's a pay down. Here's your pay down. I need you to pay this off. All of a sudden, they pay that off. Boom, they're ready to rock and roll. Now, what happened over here? There's no limit on the card. The card says 0 on the credit report. Because it says 0, there's a pay down. There's no pay down on the card. Car's limit is $8,000. So at the end of the day, you just got to be a little useful. You know, there are some bugs in certain places, but we've been working on them.
Funny question off topic, but the stall letter that we add to that box that you asked me, I have it named stall letter. Should I change that name for adding it? Or would that
To the picture, to the software?
yeah, it's not
Doesn't
gonna
matter.
Okay,
Doesn't
cool.
matter
Just
what you
making
name.
sure. Okay.
It doesn't matter what you name it, because here's the thing. You name it in the software, it's
not
only here. Because what
Got it.
happens is you'll know, and I always say this when you're working in the software, when you pick the information, right? I'm just doing this fast, guys. I apologize.
Yeah, it's all good.
When you pick the info. Oh, hold on. There you go. Good job, Mike.
Thank you,
Okay.
guys.
When you pick the information, you see what it says? Cheat sheet for how to count negatives. You see? I name it for that so you know what it is, but when it goes in the PDF file, it's nothing. It's nothing. It doesn't have a name to it. It's just PDF file for Experian. You feel me?
Yep.
That's all that you got need to do. Wow, I went through everything quickly today. Crap. You guys have been an awesome class. All right, what do we want to do? I got really nothing to go over. This was a quick class today.
Social.
Nothing.
The power of attorney letter that you were speaking about earlier.
Mhm.
How do I find that? Is it a template or?
Micah shared a link before.
Okay.
Did a free doc over here, and it says power of attorney right there on the screen if you can see it.
Okay.
Anti-stall letters right there. 24-hour inquiry removal deletion is right there to teach you how to remove inquiries over the phone. Is right there. Check boxes for the AI. Check boxes for the AI is this document that I use over here in the store. This is how I dispute files so fast. It's this right here. If you guys can look at my camera, it's literally this. I use it. I have mine laminated, so I literally take Expo marker and this and laminate it. I can go through files. 3-4 minutes. I could generate a file. 3-4 minutes. I can generate a file ASAP. That's a lot of our stuff. Then I forgot what else it is. This is letters, unlocking. This is the book. And then the cheat sheet. This is the secondary cheat sheet and how to do that. So that's everything. All the stuff that I've created so far that we're building out. I'm gonna work on this crazy concoction I came up on the other day, which is well, it's pretty much it's just on paper right now. It's pretty much this. And it's called how to price your round. We figured out a lot of stuff over here at the office. Let me talk about printing. Because I know a lot of people have been asking a lot of questions about the printing lately. I changed the process of printing. Before we had this magical mail order form, and then we went away from the mail order form, and we're giving you two products. Now we have a premium product and a standard product. The premium product is going to be mail with tracking right off the bat. Everybody's going to be invoiced for mail with tracking at the start. We're not going to send off the mail with tracking form anymore. We're going to give you guys the premium product first, because mail with tracking is an executable file that actually can be proven that we've had conversations with one another. And we also have files to dictate that it comes from you and X, Y, and Z. So a little protection on both ends, and also it's a conversation between both of us that you have your files and everything that you need to be able to handle everything quickly and be able to handle everything with ease, relative ease, as you're going that way. Now, we can remove the mail with tracking if you sign the mail order form and just select standard. Very simple, very easy. Now, I'm also going to add a new piece to the mail order form, is the removal of your creditor letters. If you do have creditor letters that you don't want. With the new software, with the new update that they did, I think it's maximum efficiency. If I remember correctly, let's go back and do this run over here. Oh, my computer's deciding to freeze. No, it's not. What the heck's going on here? There we go. Now, if we come back over here, give me a second while this loads. I'll show this to you guys. If we go to attack area, we select the client's name. This maximum efficiency focus will generate, and this is very easy. You just hover over the circle and you just sit there. Letters up to 5 main secondary bureaus, the big 3 credit bureaus, all creditors with limit of letter quantity, within limit of letter quality, more aggressive short letters, but more letters, literally 3 to 9 letters per negative item. Limit to overall maximum of 102 letters, rare. So if you have 5 negatives, you can expect a low of 15 letters, but a potential of 45 letters depending on the issue and where it's reported. At worst, if you've had 12 or more negatives, 11 negatives are attacked with the maximum focus. Each is 3 to 9 letters, so you're talking anywhere between 33 and 99 letters with the other negatives combined. And this means 3 big CRAs and over to 102 letters. So what happens is they send out a bunch of, and I had to read that because people need to focus on this. If you select this, right, you're going to get your creditor letters. Why don't we want you to send a creditor letter out? Why does the software want you to, and why don't we want you to? Okay. Biggest problem here is creditor letters right now have an issue. Their addresses aren't verified. They're coming directly from the bureau. And when they come directly from the bureau, they're not a verified address. It's whatever the bureau has that the creditor put on file for them. So what happens with that? You get this magical sticker on your envelope that says it could not be delivered. Okay. Whatchamacallit? It could not be delivered because this address doesn't exist. So who's the first one that gets yelled at? I get yelled at. What do you mean you didn't send it to the right location? I just sent it to the location that was given to by us. If you send it to a location that doesn't exist, that's not on us. We just do what your instructions say from the software. So when we see a creditor letter, I immediately stop. And I know people have gotten messages back and forth from my staff who say, we don't suggest sending this out. We'll send it out. Again, we don't suggest sending this out, especially mail with tracking. Because you're going to have what? 10 letters that are going to be sent out. What is it? It's $7.50 a stamp. With the envelope, it's what? $75? $75 that you're going to spend and you're not going to get back. Here's the thing. I like money. Everybody needs to know that. I like money, but I ain't about stealing it. I ain't about stealing it. We're going to tell you that. You want to go and proceed ahead? No problem. But I warned you. I warned you multiple times because I don't want you to come back and say, oh, it didn't reach its location. Secondary bureaus is different. Creditor letters are different. Secondary bureaus, LexisNexis, Innovis, StageStream, Clarity Services, CoreLogic, Factor Trust. Those are all updated. Those are all updated. Those are all updated by the system. They double and triple check those because they need to get where they need to be. But the creditor letters are pulled directly off of the credit report. I just want to make sure that everybody knows that. Oh, I got a question. I got a Q&A over here. What's going on? Oh, no problem. Bye, Marcus. See you later, buddy. But at the end of the day, when we're going over this stuff, like honestly, we want to make sure that you're doing everything correctly. Because with the printing, we want to make sure that everything gets done properly. Now, I added another feature called Skip the Line. Okay? Skip the line is for the person that is on the 36th day. That needs to get their letter out. What you want to do is want to get that letter out same day, and that's the skip the line feature. So we made that feature because it was requested. Everything that we add is requested of us to do, and somebody's like, "I'll pay you to do this." So who else is wondering? That's why the mail order form exists, since you can do that. Now, if you want to skip the line and you've paid for mail with tracking, the best part is mail with tracking has its own person folding. They print on a different time than than the standard mail. Standard mail goes to one person, mail with tracking goes to another. So because there's two separate people, we don't have to worry about that. And that's you don't have to do skip the line if you don't want to, but if that's something that you want, do it. We'll push you to the front. Skip the line will be very, very important on a Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, because we generally have like 70 to 80 orders come Monday morning. So if it's generally the 80 morning, generally 70 to 80 orders on a Monday morning, you want to skip the line. Skip the line will be pushing you to the front. That's the only reason that we did that. So say we have 10 skip the line orders, no matter what it is, those 10 are getting done. If the world is falling down, I will make sure that those orders are done before we put them away. But that's that one. I think I covered printing. I think. Are there any questions on printing?
Yes, I have a question. So I had my first round last week when you all sent out the letters. I think like 2 were delivered late. What is the reason behind that?
Can't control the post office.
Okay.
Once it's in the, and I wrote this in the mail order form. Once it's in the post office's hands, there's nothing we can do. When I can only control here, but let's just use this as an example. I've seen this happen. Think about how you are at work and think about how these guys are. They get tons of mail through these distribution centers every single day. These mails got to run through machines and things like that, and people have to run them. I want you to get this. This is hard it took me a while to understand this. So I want you to put this in perspective. When it's 5 o'clock on your clock at work, what do?
Clock the fuck out.
You clock the fuck out. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. You got where I was going.
Yeah,
you got where you literally. I'm out of here.
At 4:55, bro.
Exactly. 4:45. 4:45.
It's over.
And that's what happens. These guys don't care about what that letter is. Why do you think when I put standard mail can arrive, it's supposed to arrive in 5 to 7 days, but it can arrive up to 21 days? Why? They don't care. What are you gonna do about it? You can't
Yeah, I
even
saw the
track it.
difference. I did it on purpose to see my wife. I did my wife's on standard and mine on priority, and it was a big difference. So I'll never do anything but priority. And you mentioned it to me too. And even your people, when I asked them, I said, "Is it a big difference?" They said, "Yeah, it is."
But here's the okay. So I had a client call this morning, and I like sharing real things with them. He picked up the phone and called Equifax. Okay, and he asked them. He sent out his letters. He asked them for the letters. They said they never received a letter for him in 2 years.
Oh, wow.
How are you supposed to argue that if you send it out standard? But now I have a client, fast forward. She's no longer, she don't come to the meetings anymore because credit's clean. Okay. Why? Because she sent 2 rounds of mail with tracking. 2 rounds. Now, I'm not going to say that it's going to make your stuff go, but have a better chance. She picks up the phone and she calls them. I said, we don't have any of your mail. He started laughing on the phone at them. Laughing. Straight laughing at them. Why? You don't have my mail? Are you sure about that? Yeah, we never received any of your mail. So she read the tracking number off to them. It's been arrived at Chester, PA facility at X, Y, and Z time and was scanned in and picked up by an individual at X, Y, and Z time. So let me ask you a question. Who's lying? USPS or you? Because if USPS is lying, it's a federal offense. And if you're lying, that's a federal offense. So which one is it? Guy was silent on the phone. Do me a favor, since I know you're a liar, put me on the phone with your supervisor, because now I'm not going to be dealing with you going forward. So if my letters are at your place right now, please process my letters. I'm calling you on the phone because this is something that you could do. I learned this in one of the other classes. Call when they get there. Have your client call, especially if you do mail tracking, have your client call and tell your client when it arrives, pick up the phone, give them like 2 or 3 days. I know my letters are in your vicinity. I have my tracking numbers here. I would like you to process my letters. I'm on the phone with you. I sent them to you. Bye-bye, stole letter. Can't say shit.
Hey, wait, hold up.
Yep.
Sorry,
Yep.
bro. I gotta run it back just for the video. So you're saying extra added, and you're amazing, by the way. Just I had to add that. So you're saying for all of my clients going forward, send them the tracking, have them call when they arrive about 2 days after, just we'll try to avoid stall letters. You think this will
Absolutely.
on every single time, right?
On every single round.
Bro, you're the GOAT for that.
I learned it from somebody else. To
Oh,
be
bet.
honest
I
with
was about to give you. I was about to give you your. Well, I still give you your props because I didn't know it until speaking to you, and you didn't have to. Thank you.
but that's what I give to people. This is the whole point of these
Well, no,
classes.
it's up. So,
That's
so even if just say I didn't, I've sent out tons of rounds for people already, and I didn't do that. So I should literally tell them, hey, your letters arrived here at this date. You can go ahead and call them and just confirm that they got your letters.
give them. But when I give you the picture with the tracking number, that's not for you. That's for them.
Right.
What the hell do
No,
you
no,
care
no.
about if they went out? No, I'm being serious with you. What the heck do you care if they went out? You're not the one that needs to worry about it. It's the client, because the client's going to question you if nothing gets removed. But now you have the tracking
Right.
number.
So
Here,
just tell them. Okay.
go look.
Yeah,
Go
my
look.
clients like honestly just sit back and like, just, you got this. So I got it. I totally got it, bro. This is awesome. Another added sauce.
So you said call the bureaus, right? Is that
Call the
right?
bureau when it arrives. Call the bureaus when it arrives there. Tell them I know the letters are in your vicinity. Process my letters. I'm calling you on the phone right now to tell you I know my letters are in the vicinity. I'm the one that sent them. Don't send me that bullshit stall letter.
And that's only what you said mail with tracking, correct?
Yeah. Well, yes, that's the one that you can use. That's the best one because you know it's arrived.
Okay.
And you can give the tracking number over the phone. And if the person lies to you, ask for a supervisor.
Oh, it's lit.
Mhm.
Oh, it's lit.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Yo,
super fire.
Chris, you in
Yeah.
Dion's group. You in Dion's group. Tell me
Yeah.
who's giving that away in Dion's group.
Nah, nobody, bro. I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, bro. You
And
did.
no,
Nah, I don't see. I
no,
can't even get nobody else those props. I
no,
can't.
because
I
that
tried.
the person that gave me that sauce, he's in my software. Because I have all the owners of credit repair companies in my software.
I'm gonna put you on mute because I gotta tell my wife what you just told me, bro. It's so fire, babe. Yo,
So, Ali, for my second round,
Mhm.
do I go by the 15-day, or do I wait till all the letters has has been delivered, or do I just go at the 15th day?
So let me tell you guys something. This is your process. You do whatever your heart desires. Professional opinion, okay? I say stick with the 30-day. That's my professional opinion. But the software's professional opinion tells you go with the 15-day. So who do you listen to? I always say listen to that little person inside your gut and go with your gut. For me personally, if you send out mail with tracking, you didn't send out standard, wait until they arrive, call them, see what goes on. If you send out standard mail, try the 15-day, see what happens. I win regardless. And what I mean by that is if you get a deletion with that 15-day, I know to tell you guys to go with 15-day.
Ali, sorry. So, I mean, obviously, when I speak to the bureau, I don't call them stall letters, right? I just tell them, just please process my letters and, don't send me that bullshit stall letter. I'm not gonna say it like that, right?
Don't tell them, don't send me that bullshit third-party notice letter.
Don't send me the bullshit third-party notice letter.
Oh yeah, don't tell me that
Oh, yeah.
bullshit third-party, that BS bullshit third-party notice letter.
Bro, I'm literally making a script for this right now.
What are you making a script for? ChatGPT,
No, I mean, I'm
bro.
gonna have ChatGPT say it, but I'm writing it. I have to give them the prompt, right?
Chris, when are you coming up to the store, B?
I'll be up there soon, bro.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yo,
hold
bro,
my
I
breath.
actually just finished my book, my course. Like, bro, we've been locked in. You already know.
My other guy that came in with me, the one that I have to do the accountability partner.
Yeah.
He came in on Monday. He spent 3 days here with me.
I bet, bro. I'm definitely. I had to finish my course, bro. I'm not making no excuses, but you'll see me within the next 7 to 10 days max, like a letter.
Girls, hold this guy accountable.
Now I'll be there, bro. I got you
Yeah,
for
okay.
sure. Bro, don't okay me. I'll be there, Ali. I promise. Thank you. You're getting my bread. I'm sending you money.
I don't, dude. It ain't about the bread, brother. It ain't about the bread. You don't.
Nah,
You
know.
don't
I'm
understand.
kidding.
It
I
ain't
really
about the bread. You
appreciate
know. You know what it is. It's about the
I already know.
relationship. It's about the
Nah.
relationship. Hold on. Give me a second, honey. It's your cousin.
Don't send
Okay.
me
At
that.
the end of the day, okay. At the end of the day, it's about the relationships. And
Nah, I got you.
And the relationships that we build with people that come in and see this stuff, only people that can see this understand what's going on here. You're starting to see, like, honestly, guys are starting to see something that is growing. And when I start to launch my course is going to be, the courses that I'm going to launch are going to be the credit course here, but we're going to start these mastermind courses are all going to, Micah, actually, Micah, you should be uploading every single one of these to WAMP. I didn't even,
Masterminds.
yeah, I didn't even think about that. You should start uploading them to WAMP. I just thought about Chris. Thank you. But that's what we should be doing. All these courses, all the information that we're giving, this is all huge information that could be broken down for each person to build their lives with. So I want to make sure that you guys are doing well, each and every single one of you, and growing. Now, there's my favorite person has just showed up in the room. Okay, she took my private number and she has not stopped messaging me. Miss Kendra.
Hey, how are you?
You missed the Q&A part. I was a little saddened by that.
Yeah.
What's your Q&A? Let's go over this quick.
Okay. Ooh, you know what? I'm trying to multitask at the moment. I'm doing my final exam while I'm talking to, well, listening. But I'm
Okay.
trying to retract. You know what? Can you come back to me? I
I will
gotta
come
rethink.
back. I will
Thank
I will
you.
come back to you.
Okay.
We'll go over that. At the end of the day, we're gonna keep going through all this stuff, and I'm gonna keep going after each and every single one of you, and help and push you to get to be bigger and get stronger, and get deletions in this thing. Now, there's two things that I'm learning. I'm gonna learn how to do an FTC report for inquiry letters, inquiries. Why? As much as I don't like the fraud thing, I know that when you're in a bind and you need to clean up some of these inquiries, having that FTC letter remove some of these inquiries are really, really good. So I'm going to learn how to do it. I'm going to learn how to get that. I'm also going to learn how to process the CFPB, okay? Because the CFPB is something that I want to do and want to add to the system for each and every single one of you guys to help with deletions.
Oh, I
Anybody?
got you. I got you on something, bro. I got you. So this really rich dude, I live in a rich neighborhood, so I go by this house that looks like a Iron Man house, bro. It's nuts. He happens to go to my gym. He's an attorney for the against the CFPB. Like if our shit doesn't work, he's like, Chris, whatever I see that you've been doing credit repair, if for whatever reason, it doesn't come off, we sue them for the clients free of charge. Send them to me. I have that dude's number.
Make him come here. Bring him
He
with
first
you.
of all, he drives the Phantom. He will not come there, but he will get on a Zoom call with us.
Do you know where I live?
Probably
I
live
li-
in a different neighborhood, but I'm just saying,
I live
I
next.
doubt that I can get him to
I live next to Greenwich, bro.
Greenwich Village.
Greenwich, Connecticut.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying is let's.
I go see Rolls Royces every night. When I need to go manifest, I drive 7 miles.
Let me show you his fucking house. He lives in a mobster's house, so I'm just telling you that he's not likely going to come out, but I can
Get him
you
on
his number.
get him on the phone with me. He'll come out. Yeah,
All right.
I'm telling you, when he hears I have 5,000 clients for him, he'll come his ass out here.
All right, bet. Let's get on. Call me later on tonight, and I'll get you on the phone with him. He's at
Yeah.
Art Basel, and but he'll be back shortly, bro. He called me with his partner, and he's like, Chris, like, bro, whatever I'll send you people. You send me people. Let's make this money. He offered me
Chris,
a couple of dollars. He offered me a couple of dollars, but
I got something huge for you.
All right, cool. What's up?
We'll talk after this. I got something huge. I got something even bigger for you. Guys, it's not nothing to say. I got an idea for him. When each and every person starts to make moves, Chris is making moves already to build up his credit business. There's certain things and things that we need to look at. And how we do it. Chris and I are in the same mentorship group. We're in the junior level mentorship with Dion, and that junior level mentorship group is made for people that are making money. So with our junior level mentorship group, it actually pushes us to hold. How did Dion explain it? He said it in the sense of collaborate instead of go against each other. So that's why I keep
accountability.
Yes, and hold each other accountable. But also, it's not take money away from each other. So if I see that Chris could be doing something else, I'm supposed to help him be better. Because what happens is he's going to help me be better. Chris is never going to print with any other person in this software.
No, that's a
Not
fact.
not because of what I've done, but because of what I've did for him to get his business rolling and explain to him. And I personally sat down with him. Same thing with each of you. If you need me to personally sit down with you to get something rolling, and I mean any business, anything, I'm here to sit down with you and talk to you about it. Because here's the thing. I started 104 businesses. I failed at 103. The 104th, it struck fucking gold.
That's cute.
So when you say that, and each and one of you are trying to do something, you're trying to do something because you're strike, but you're going to give up too early. You're not going to make it to the next level. And it's not because you're not mentally strong. It's because you're going to burn yourself out. Because you're not making the money that you want to make. Not realizing that you just got to get a little longer. You've got to create it. All the failures that I've had made it to where we are today, to be where we are today. Okay? Hold on, give me a second. I want to shut this stop screen so I can spotlight myself. Okay? All the share, all the failures that we had, all that stuff that we had made it to where I am today. You see this stuff? This is all real here. All this stuff, this is my goal. I walk in every day. This is my goal for the year. This is my goal for the month. This is my goal for the week. This is my goal for the day. I've made this 3 times already. That's the craziest thing, is to realize when you make it, it's possible. And once it's possible, this I was away by $2,000. So I missed it by missing one of these days. How crazy is that to actually get there and see it? And see it. The visualization that comes in, what you need to do, everything that you need to do, it's there. I put this on the wall. It all starts with a dream. I want a Lambo. It's right there. It's right there. I have other big ones coming. My wife is making these 42 by 36 posters for me to put on the wall because I want to sell them. Okay? I bought a bunch of them. Here, hold on. Let me show you. I built these every day. Every day I go through these. Look. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's what we wanted. Just what she created all these. She created all this stuff. Look at this one. Mamba mentality. Look at this Mamba mentality. This is all going to go up on the wall. Stay hungry, stay humble. These are all stuff. This is my one that's there. It all starts with a dream. That's all you need. I go once a week to Greenwich, New York, Greenwich, Connecticut, and I go look. Some people had to. Oh, some people want it to happen. Some people wish it could happen. Other people make it happen. This is this one I'm having this one made. I'm gonna make this one. I'm gonna hang it off the thing over here. All this stuff. I do all this stuff because if you don't start believing in it, you're never gonna achieve it. My wife started believing in me, and I started achieving mental amounts of success. To the point now, when I hire my employees, I tell them, what do you bring to the table? I'm not, you're just not here to pay for me to pay you. What do you bring to the table to make this company more money? I've asked Micah that. I've asked every single employee that comes here, what do you bring to the table to make the company more money? Because if I'm putting in the hard work, everybody else is going to put in hard work. This is the motivation for every single person. You guys want to win? You guys want to win? You got to start winning. You got to start having that winner's mentality. I believed I was going to win from. Oh, hold on. This is my favorite one, just to show you guys. My little Lambo on my desk. Some people say I'm a kid. I'm not a kid. I have kid aspirations with adult pockets. So you need to go out there and start achieving it. But you need to be the best at what you do. You need to be an absolute expert, a killer. You need to be the monster and do what other people are not willing to do. I will do it. I got up in the morning. I say, thank God. I say, I will destroy every obstacle in my way today. Even yesterday, I was having a bad day. I will destroy every obstacle in my way. I destroyed every obstacle in my way. That's the motivation. You cannot let yourself down. Kendra's taking a test. She's probably taking a test for something in school that she's going through. You will destroy that test and you will achieve a 100% score because you know the information better than anybody else. Think like that and you will do well. Think like that and you will do well. Nobody can stop you. God has given you the ability to wake up in the morning and kick ass and take names. Use it. Absolutely use it. Every single person in here has the ability to push another level, whether it's credit, whether it's business, whether it's thing. And think of the smallest idea. I think my employee left for the day. My employee Anthony, I told him when he came in here, I was like, what can you bring to the business that will help make this company money? He turned around and he said, I'm going to bring hard work, but I'll figure it out as I go along. Today he came up with a great idea that could bring the company in another 6.5 figures, almost pushing 7 a month, not a month, a year. with his idea that he came up with. And that's what you just got to believe that you guys can do it together. And everything that you work for, you work at, you do, trust me, it can grow. Look at every opportunity. Don't pass every opportunity up. Just look at the opportunity, see what it is. Hear somebody out. Then sit there and compare. Here are my opportunities. What's the best one for me? And then go after it. Then go after it. If you open your eyes and see the opportunities will start to be fruitful. I swear, they will start to be extremely fruitful. We're opening the poster company, this poster company right here, because people told us that they wanted the posters. Not because I wanted to open up a poster company. They told us they wanted. Hey, can you ship that poster to me? Sure. Why? I'm gonna say no? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. We start doing it. They're like, yeah, we know you. You have it up on your wall. Why would you put it up on your wall? Why wouldn't you put it up on your wall if you're gonna? I'm gonna put what I want to do is I want to make a wall of these back here, and where the TV is over here, I'm gonna make my last one over here. That's gonna be my wife and my kids. So that you guys are seeing it. You guys are watching me grow slowly. Okay. And everything that we do, I've got some big stuff coming. And when that stuff comes, it's going to be absolutely bananas. It's going to be absolutely bananas. And I'm going to be here watching every single one of you grow as well. And anybody that needs help, anybody that wants to make it to their next level, anybody that wants somebody to bounce ideas off, call me, text me, message me. Alexia, what time were we messaging till last night? Was it last night or the night before? What time were we messaging till?
It was the night before. We
The
were
night before.
messaging for a while. I don't remember, but it
I
was
think it
a
was like
while.
11. It was like 11:30. I think I finished with you.
Oh yeah,
My
yeah.
yeah, it was something like that. I'm I'm gonna help. I have a life just like everybody else's. I'm not gonna say that, but when I get a free moment, I'm gonna message you. Every person that comes into these masterminds, everybody that needs help, I'm going to help. I'm gonna try my best. I may not know all the answers, but I will point you in the right direction to at least get it.
Yeah, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Chris, I know you driving. Where you going, B? Chris is like, why you call me out?
Well, I'm going to get my hair cut. My bad, bro.
No, I got you. I
Yeah,
got you.
yeah, man. Yo, you really just like every time I come in here is like a extra little piece or two of information. Like, yo, and you giving them the sauce away for free. Yeah, I love it. Thank you, Ali. I really appreciate it.
Brother, it's not
Not only is your shipping like, yo, bro, because whoever doesn't click that, you want help on your letter, you're playing yourself because just now one of your
we killed
employees,
it. We killed that package. You know that, right?
yeah, your boy just hit me back and was like, yo, this social, the last four of this social is incorrect. Can you check it for me? And I must have put an extra like number on there, and luckily enough, I didn't send it out on my own. I wasn't being cheap. Yo, bro, like just something as simple as that would have wasted, a whole month of time. I don't
And
care
money.
about the $40 that I had to pay for the extra attack, but more so the lady's time. So,
Attaboy.
yo, bro, good job.
Here's the thing. When you guys here, when I did the breakdown of prices, right? I did the breakdown of prices where if you guys are running a package right now, if you think you should be in one package, you should be in the next package up or two packages up. So for example, if you want the $97 package, you shouldn't be in the $97 package. You should be in the 147 package. If you want the 147 package, you should be in 199 or 297. Why? Because when you start growing, your GAs stack every month. So the more they stack, the more damage you can do. The more damage you can do, the bigger you can grow, the bigger the system can grow. Then you can downgrade and still keep the excess GAs that you're not using. But what what happens? You downgrade. You have the ability to use those extra GAs as long as you keep it. So you could downgrade all the way to 97 after you got 10 GAs, 15 GAs, and use use the $97 package and use all 10 of those GAs to go manage your clients or manage one client if you do extra. And then you just burn them. That's a big thing because it lowers your price cost down from 97 to 47 147. I think it's like $52, $53, whatever it is. Okay. That's a GA. That's one general attack and $10 for 3 more. That would normally cost you $120. Now, let's do it again. 8 attacks. That's another 4. That's $160 for $50. Then you got the 17 attacks, which was 8 to 17 is 9. 9 times 40 is $400. You're getting that for $297. That's how much money you guys keep saving by buying them like that and using that to attack your letters and attack people. Every person should have 1 or 2 people that they're working on or 3 people that they're working on at a clip. They should not, you guys, even if you're doing yourself, you should be doing somebody else in your family. Don't worry about it. Tell them I'm figuring this crap out. Get with me. Let's figure this all out together. Let's see what happens. I'll fix your credit and my credit at the same time. I got people that message me all the time. Do you do credit repair? No, I'm out of the game. But you guys are missing money because those same people could be coming to you asking you if you do that. And you guys could be picking up 1 or 2 extra clients, causing your software to be free, and causing your own credit repair to be free. And you're just working with somebody else in the family. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Hey, give me $50. That's how much the software costs. Give me $50. 3 people at 50, that's $150. Your attack is free. Pay your printing. Done. Done, 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 done. All right. Any questions?
I don't have any right now.
All right. Chris, you got any questions, bro?
Hang on, let's see. Um, I'm sure I could think of something. All right. Can you hear me, first of all?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's getting dark outside. At least I can use your camera to see how dark it
Right.
is.
Yeah, it's getting dark. Yeah, so babe, do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any
All right,
questions.
no, you've been super helpful. Let's see. I'm trying to
Pretty
think of
thorough.
something that might help somebody else at least. I got the 5 letters per 5
5, 4,
items per
3.
page. Yeah, 543, got those. So okay, so do you agree now? Was the reasoning good enough for you for the
No.
15
No.
days? It was. Okay.
No. Here's why it wasn't good enough for me. I'll tell you why. Because it's
You want me to ask the question so your people can know what we're talking about?
yes, absolutely. Go ask the question. I love that. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I know you're recording it. So, Dion mentioned that there was a new attack method that he wanted to send a rounds of attacks every 15 days. You mentioned that you weren't so sure about that and you were questioning it. Is there, did the reasoning ever hit for you? Do you believe it's legit to send
So I went over last week's class that whole breakdown on what it is. Okay. It's 4 letters in 60 days. Okay. And what is it? It's the remove the stall letter type of tactic. That's pretty much what it is to remove the stall letter type of tactic. And at the end of the day, to remove the stall letter type of tactic for what it is wasn't enough for me to say, okay, this is what we need to do. Okay. The answer and response that I got from the gentleman who came in the group who told me what to do and how to remove the stall letter was a lot better than it's to remove the stall letter tactic. Because if you pick up the phone, Chris, or you tell your client to pick up the phone when the letter arrives to tell them that the letter's from me,
10 times better.
and conversation's done.
Done. Okay,
So-
now I got a question. Where do I find the correct numbers? I know I should have this, but for people in the back, where can I find the numbers to all the credit bureaus? Do I just check?
I'll have them tonight. I'll
Okay.
put them in the group tonight.
Yeah.
I know there's a special one for Equifax.
Right.
No, there's a special one for Experian. I know somebody that has it. I can call and have that in 10 minutes. It's the two other numbers that I need to find that are going to be a pain in the butt. TransUnion is going to be a pain in the butt, and Equifax is going to be a pain in the butt. But I'll get them. I'll have them tonight. If I don't have them tonight, somebody just remind me.
I will. I'll be speaking to you. We're like accountability partners already.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, man. Let's do
Great
this.
questions.
Yeah, you got some sauce. Yo,
Dude,
bro,
I've been in the game for a long time.
I've been in this game for years. It made me an animal. Do it. Nah, bro, that's fire. So I'm gonna make. You know why it's super helpful is because it makes the person also involved, and it leaves out the mysticism of if you're actually working. You know what I mean?
The tracking does that too, but now
right. But them having to make a phone call.
Mm-hmm.
Because how I pitch my sale, because my shit isn't cheap. I see other people charging 800, 300.
How much you charging?
I'm charging 12 to 2,000 depending on.
Attaboy, let's go.
2 bands, like straight up, like minimum, and that's homies. Like it's just because my time is very, and I'm putting it on it.
Well, if you pay for printing, brother, you better be charging two bands paying for printing and send them out mail with tracking.
100%. So with that, if I'm also teaching them, because it's $500 for the first just lesson. I'm charging them $500 for my first 30 minutes of me coaching them just on that small. I give them the breakdown of the 35, 30, the 15, 10, and 10, the credit pizza. Mm-hmm. I give them that whole spiel for like 30 minutes and let them ask questions.
Oh, does anybody know what he's talking about? Oh,
yeah, I charge $500 for that, bro. So even if you decide not to move forward, bro, you're getting invoiced.
Oh, I love it. Anybody know what he's talking about?
Now, could you explain that, Chris?
Oh, sure. I'll explain it.
No, go ahead. Yeah, you got it.
I'll bring the damn image up.
Yeah.
This is for the newbie. That's a newbie in the room, so we haven't gone over that. So what he's talking about is the FICO scoring chart. It's the actual scoring model that FICO uses to calculate your credit score. Okay, what people don't understand is this score model's been around for a long time. I'm going to pull it up on my screen. Just bear with me as I get it up. Here we go. And this is in the book that's free inside of my free docs. This is inside that book. Now, Micah, we need to get these books on the road, bro. Like next week. No more. Chris is a newbie in the group and beat me to my books.
Now you just help me. What I'm gonna do when I do the 15-minute consultation call, you just made me make a handout. So I'm gonna send that as a handout so they can have that. That's dope.
Yo, get out of here, bro. So here's the breakdown, girls. Okay. This is called 30, 35, 10, 15, 10. Okay. This is how your credit score is calculated. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to pull up my calculator on the screen right now, and I'm going to tell you how it works. What is
192.5?
No, not yet. Not yet. What is your lowest possible credit score?
300.
Come on, Chris. You know this.
All right, my bad, bro. I'm just addicted to it now.
300. What is the highest possible score? Not Chris.
850.
Okay. You leaving? Did you get? I'm sorry. Pause for 1 second, guys. But yes, done. I love you. You're the best. I see you Monday. All right. So 850 minus 300. You get 550. Now, Chris was telling you he jumped to that real quick. Okay. So payment history is 35% of this 550 points. So what we do is we take that 550, we times it by 0.35. There's that 192.5 right there. Payment history. I'm going to teach you guys something over here, and then we'll go into the software for dispute real quick, just to tell you what you guys should be doing. Okay. I'm making a new sheet with this on it, but I was saving this, but Chris drug it out of me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So highest score you can have is like 650, 6 and change, like 650 something. That's granted if everything else is perfect. The highest score you can have is like 654 or some shit like that.
Okay. So now amount owed. Okay. So this is payment history for 2 years, ladies and gentlemen. This is payment history for 2 years. So to receive the whole 192.5 points, that's 2 years worth of payment history. That's not just one good payment. That's 2 years worth of payments done perfectly on time. Then 30. This is amount owed. So if all your balance is around 0, it's 550 times 0.3, 165. Okay. Now new credit. That means inquiries. There's a bunch of things that are inquiries, new credit history, all that stuff. That's what's bundled up into this. So that's 10 points. That's 10%, 55 points. Length of credit history. The older your credit, the average credit age, the higher the points are. Okay. What is that?
Five. You want to be at 5 years.
Yes. 15 times. Nope, other way. I did the wrong thing. Sorry. 550 times 0.15. It's 82.5 points. Okay. The last one is type of credit. 3 different types of credit.
Credit mix.
Credit mix. Revolving. Installment. Real estate. You have all 3 of those, you get 55 points. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want a perfect 850 score? This is what you need. At a minimum, you need, at minimum, 2 years of positive payment history. 100%, not 99, not 98, 100%. You need amount owed to be 0. All your cards shall be paid to 0. New credit. New credit should be at 0. Nothing should be new on your account, meaning no inquiries, no nothing, till it takes about 2 years. Okay, your length of credit history. Now, Chris says 5. The actual number is 12.
12?
Yep, the actual number is 12, Mr. Chris, and that comes directly from the bank.
I believe it.
Okay, it's 12 years of your average credit history to have the full 15%, which is the 82.5 points. And then the type of credit is very easy. It is your installment loan, your revolving accounts, and your mortgage have to be on the account. Now, last question to everybody over here. Not last question, okay? Oh, fuck. I forgot what I was going to ask. Excuse my French. Shit.
Ali, if you don't have a mortgage, could you do like rent reporting?
Yeah.
No, don't worry about that. All you need is an installment loan and revolving, and you're fine. Okay. The mortgage will come later in the future if you ever decide that. It's to get 55 points. That's to get a perfect 850. Guys, over 750, you don't need to worry about anything. If you hit the 800, basically you'll get things done for you. Being nice. Okay. And now I remember the question I was going to ask everybody. How many accounts do you guys think you should have on your credit report?
10.
20.
Ooh. Who said 20?
Alexia.
Okay. Chris, why 10?
I just, that seemed like a solid number, 10 different accounts. I mean, I didn't have that from anywhere. I just heard it a few places, but wasn't sure.
I think I remember you talking about that the last class. Was it 5?
Minimum is 5. Yes.
Oh, okay, the minimum. Okay.
Minimum is 5. Chris,
So
it's 15.
15. Okay, we were in the middle, me and
Yep.
Alex.
Yep. That's why I was like, can somebody hit me in the middle? Kendrick, you got to start. So you want to have a minimum 5 accounts, 5 big bank accounts. Okay.
And $5,000 credit cards. You need to have 2 of those. That's what Dion said, at least. Yeah.
Chris, look over here. Can you see this?
Let me zoom in. Yeah, I see it. What's up?
Read that
Circle it real quick. I'm in the
right
car.
here, where the big green arrow is.
Okay. Yeah. Got you.
Yeah, Dion's saying it. I got directly from the banks. Everybody see that? Because I know Chris is struggling to see that right now. I see it in his face.
I'm zooming in. I'm trying to see where your arrow is.
Here, you see my arrow spinning in the middle of my screen?
Bro, I don't know why I can't. No, I guess I'm on my phone. I'm not on my screen.
Move to the share screen.
Okay.
You see my computer screen?
I see your computer screen.
Okay. You see the check boxes with the blue highlight.
I see.
Tell me what you see. I'll work with you.
I'll tell you. Credit card 3 years old with 5,000. Credit card 3 years old with 5,000 plus limit. Primary card. Must be primary card. Yeah.
I got it from the banks. I've
Yeah,
known
he
about
said
this. I've known about this for 15 years.
And he also said one other thing that I always add, because I start from the highest to the lowest. I go to 35, 30, 15, 10, 10. He mentioned that inquiries you want less than 4. And
Hello.
yeah, no inquiries. 4 less. Yeah. Okay.
No increase. As close to 0 inquiries as possible.
Yeah, but what hits you up? If you have 3, you're okay. If you have
here's the thing. No, because it's gonna change who you're gonna apply with if you go into that with that mindset. Forget that crap. Go as close as you can to 0, and then start with the inquiry sensitive banks.
Got it. Okay, understood.
Okay.
So I'll just get them all off.
Hold on. Let me see. Do I have it over here? I'm doing this live, man. I love this shit.
That's dope. So as close to 0 as possible.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's here somewhere.
That's dope.
Yeah, white credit stacking book that I was writing and then I stopped it. Wires transfers, unlimited spread, trade lines. It's somewhere in here. It's somewhere in here. Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. It is a type. It is a Google Doc. It's a spreadsheet. Let's see if it's here. Let's see if I want to be nice today. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, these are all the credit cards that are out there that you can use. Personal lines of credit. I am not releasing this. What you guys are seeing is something that will be released when I create my software. Okay? Here's all the stuff. Here's all the other stuff. I've been literally going crazy with all this stuff. 0%. No doc funds. No doc Vincent loans. This is just one document that I have. This is just one document that we had.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop out. I gotta pop out to the shop. I need that.
Yeah, that's here's something I've been looking for. We were talking about business credit before. Who was business credit?
Me.
I think Alexia wanted business credit.
Yeah,
Here
it
you
was
go.
me.
Here you go. Look, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. All built. Guys, I've been doing this for so freaking long.
Can you go back to stage 1, Ali?
You trying to take screenshots, girl? Just ask me. I
Definitely.
should link with you.
Definitely.
Okay. Yeah, share it with me.
Definitely.
Mike, here, another one coming your way. I'm gonna start charging. That's it. I think Dion was right. I gotta start charging.
Bro, I got 3 invoices to you today, bro. Should be included.
Did you
Nah, man.
what the 3 invoices? Hold on. I gotta see. There's one
You want that
more.
one in the group?
Yeah, hold on. There's another one that I have that's all business credit. Oh, these are business cards. I'm going through all you guys can understand something. This is all old. This is not new stuff. These are old. These are old things that I've developed over 10, 15 years of work. Oh, let me ask you guys a question. Just cause I'm in that mood today and I have an idea. How do you guys know? Um, how do you guys know if your business is fundable or not? This is a good question. This is a good question.
Paydex score 80.
No.
The nicest coat?
Nice. The code is a good one. Paydex score, Chris. Paydex score and all that stuff. Your business is fundable if you put your personal credit on it. Okay. So the Paydex score doesn't mean shit.
Okay.
What it is how do you know when you send a client to? I'm pulling up another sheet, guys. I'm trying to find a special sheet.
Oh, you're talking about if it's one of those businesses that are fundable or not, like based on the name of the industry.
Not even based upon the name, based upon some of the stuff that's there. So let's really go into it real quick. Okay. Let me ask you one thing and one thing only. If I was an underwriter, which I was, okay, if I was an underwriter, what would make me want to fund your business?
The industry.
A business plan.
Okay,
That's
the
smart.
industry,
Very
the
smart.
business plan. Okay, what else?
All of that. How much revenue you're already generating? Maybe.
Have you guys learned about business credit?
I mean, well, that's why I'm in the class, but
Not many people. No, they're not teaching business credit, bro. I'm telling you,
exactly.
nobody's
I'm
teaching
trying.
business credit like I could teach it. I know that for a fact. I'm looking for
Length of the
something.
business and revenue.
Who said that?
Yep.
White.
That's a
White.
good one.
Let the business's revenue. That's good. What else? There's something in that you're missing there. Length of the business and revenue. So if I have a business that's 3 years old, right? What else do I need in that business to show in that business
Your
that
profit?
not the profit? Stop going. I'm
Okay.
not saying this in a negative way. Stop going on the money basis because it's not always about money. Yes, there's a money factor to it, but there's something even more important about business, especially in today's day and age, where businesses can pop up at the drop
Oh,
of a dime. What else?
like
Now that I
I
kind of
was
just
saying,
gave it away.
I was saying industry, but at the same time, your niche, the market. Like the reason why I'm saying is because something that's not a fly by night, like something like
How do
that.
you prove that you're not fly by night? There you go. Yes, go down there, Chris. That's where I
Yeah,
want. You're on the right path. Just run
I
with that.
The type of business.
I'm trying to think of how, like, that's what I'm thinking of. I can't think of the word.
Type of industry
I
and
was
perhaps
thinking of type of industry.
The location,
Wait. What about the location?
if it's like
In the industry.
did you like e-commerce or like
Brick and mortar.
Okay. What? So you can have an e-commerce, you can have a brick and mortar, but if I'm an underwriter, what makes the brick and mortar more appealable than the e-commerce? But how can I make an e-commerce business more appealable than a brick and mortar?
Zoned as commercial.
well you save more money if it's e-commerce.
Yes. Don't worry about money, guys.
Okay.
Think about what I just.
It cannot be a virtual address.
If you own the
Yes and no. It could be if it is a virtual address, as long as it's registered correctly and done correctly, yes, it can be a virtual address.
Okay.
But what in the virtual address? Okay, guys, I'm trying to I want to lead you. I don't want to give you the answer here. I want you guys to come up with this because of something very important. This will help you understand how the underwriter thinks. So I did a video about this like 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago. What is it that an underwriter looks at when it comes to your business? When you give them everything and
Not
they
the
start
lease.
If
what
it's the
The
risk.
lease.
the risk. Yes, there's risk. What else, Chris? I said you said something else.
The lease. The lease.
You can look at the lease. Yes, a lease will be good for a brick and mortar, but what happens if you're an e-commerce? I can make an e-commerce business look better than a brick and mortar business. I personally know how to do it. But what is it about the business that you can do that will make it look better than than a brick and mortar?
Marketing.
That's a part of it. It's a small part, but what else? It's a part.
Oh,
It's a,
not the trademark or copyright. Is that?
that's okay. Keep. You guys are look. I want to tell you something. You're warm in the sense you guys are circling. You're like sharks circling the cage, right?
Do it got anything to do
owning,
with the name?
yeah, owning the, what's the name of that? The IP owning.
You're Chris, you're going like up here. I want you to focus on that actual, like the business itself.
What is it? Incorporation documents?
Incorporation documents have a huge thing to do with it, but it's
EIN?
look at the business itself. Look at the business itself. What can I do when I pull the documents? I have everything in front of me, right? Okay, I have everything in front of me because I get it like this, right? I get the two of them like this. How do I know this business is a brick and mortar and this business is an e-commerce? What do I have to do what do I have to do when I look at both of these products, the EINs, all this different stuff?
Putting it online? Like,
what?
is putting it online?
Yes. What am I looking for online?
Public records.
Public records. That's what I
No,
thought.
public records are in my hands. I have the public records.
Not the
What am I
ones-
doing online?
Fuck, I don't know, bro.
You
now we here.
You know, hold on. You know it. And when I tell you, all of you are going to go like, how the freak did I miss
What,
that?
the website?
I said.
You said website?
What has to do with website? Something, you're right. I swear to God, you guys are scolding hot right now.
Incorporated.
You're on the internet. I'm looking for this. Micah, do you know what it is? Type it to me in Slack if you think you know what it is. I want to see if Micah's paying attention in all these classes.
All right, can you repeat the question again?
Are you serious right now?
No, yeah. I've just been listening to the discussion, go back and forth.
So, when I'm an underwriter, right?
Yep.
What am I looking for in the business as an underwriter? Okay, to distinguish which business is better than the other. I have a business. I have a brick and mortar business, and the other one's e-commerce. How can I make the e-commerce business look better than the brick and mortar? And what does the brick and mortar need? It's something that I can search online that is very easy to search online. We've got everybody has made it to the online part. We're online. What are we searching for about each
the website?
Okay, that's good.
Google business.
You were supposed to type it to me freaking
okay.
You
Sorry.
jackass.
Google. It's Googleable.
When you Google a business, okay, he answered it for you guys. Google my business.
Google.
All the reviews that a business has is what the underwriter looks at. How can I make an e-commerce business look better than an actual whatchamacallit business, an actual brick and mortar? Here's the thing. If we open up two businesses at the same time, I've got bomb marketing. This is the Kendra who's speaking with marketing. I got bomb marketing right now, right? And excuse me. My stuff just takes off, right? My stuff just takes off. And we're building that up. And I do something different than the guy who's got same thing, at the same time that we launch. Okay, I do this, and I'm not sharing my screen at the moment. I'm gonna do my screen share right now. Okay, just so you guys can see it. Okay, what business looks better? I'm gonna do something for you guys. If I look over here, and in this same thing, if you guys look over here right now, which business looks better? Which business is the first one that you're gonna call?
The first two.
The first two. Why?
Because of the rating and the reviews.
Okay, but why are you not gonna call JT Graphics?
Well, I'm looking at all of them. I'm sorry, I'm looking at all of them. All of them have good.
Okay, let's go over here. Let's go over here. This guy's been in business for 33 plus years. Okay, this one's been in business for 35 years. Look at this. This one's been in business for 35 years. Why are you not going to start here with this person at 40, this person at 10, this person at 6? Okay, I'm giving you your ideology of what you're looking at. So if you're looking at that, okay, if you're looking at that and you see 35 years, why would you look at these two immediately if it's not just the reviews? What is it? First off, it's at the top. I'm going to make life easy for you. It's at the top. How did they get to the top? Jesse, you got something to say? Oh, okay. Came off of mute. I thought he was going to say something. Here's the thing. This company is fully e-commerce. This company is the brick and mortar.
Mm. It is. Oh wow.
This company is the front of our building. This is the back where I'm sitting right now. So when I go apply for a loan, right? Let's see. Do you want to give this guy who's been 10 years in business with one review the loan? Or are you going to give this guy that's got 59 reviews? That means 59 people took the time out of their day to say that this business is real. This business has done something for me. You know that the reason I know this is because I told this to people. I went into the bank. I said to the banker that was dealing with, I said, you see these documents? Okay. It doesn't matter what these documents are. Do me a favor, go search my business online. Look how many people wrote about my business. Facebook, Instagram, Google. If my business wasn't making money, why are people writing about it? Now, be honest with you. I saw something over here that this is the one I would be choosing. Look at this one. This one's 45 years in processing, Connecticut. This guy's got 468 reviews. Yeah, I'm definitely dealing with them or this one. Vibrant print shop in the Bronx, 203. These guys are getting loans easy. If you're not thinking about the overall standard of what you're doing, you're not doing it right. That's what Chris just missed out on. If y'all are not thinking about that overall standard on building business credit, but building your whole business as a whole, you're not doing it right. I'm showing you guys all the stuff over here. I showed you the e-commerce business. I have e-commerce business. It's in here. I'm in the e-commerce spot. I didn't meet any of you in person. I met you through Zoom. You guys know me from an e-commerce standpoint. Y'all can't just come in and walk into the store and say, let's kick it today. Everybody's going to have to come in, get a plane, come in, get a car, get a hotel, get something, and come to say, let's kick it. It changes the whole ideology. So how do you give an e-commerce business a loan? Very simple. You make sure that the e-commerce business is actually putting in work. Excuse me, apologize. Make sense?
Yes.
And everybody, like I said, you guys were circling it. but you guys were going on the entity. You weren't thinking outside the box because everybody has blinders on. It's my document, it's my credit, it's this. No, it's everything. It's about how the business is perceived outside, how the business is perceived in the world, how the business has gone through. Everybody says don't put your home address as your business. I run an e-commerce company. Why can't I put my home address? I have a line for the business. It's attached to my home address. Does it make a difference? No. As long as that's where you're running your business out of. In today's day and age, if that's where you're running your business out of, that's where you put your stuff. Because you're still building. If you've got a legit address, then put your legit address. My wife owns this store. She has the business registered at the house. Because where did they start the business? At the house. You put it where you have. When you want to change it, then you go to the Secretary of State and change it. But why doesn't she want to change it? She said, if I ever close the actual DBA and the store down, I still have the corporation registered at the house, and I can move the corporation to wherever we move. Done. I can move it to a PO box if we don't live in the state anymore. It's as easy as that. It is as easy as that, ladies and gentlemen. I have two people that came in late into the end of class. We opened up the Q&A. I've gone over a bunch of different stuff. Are there any questions or anything that you guys have that you would want me to answer while we're going through all this stuff? We've kind of gone like in and out of things all day, up and down. So there's been no rhyme or reason to this class, I'll be honest with you. So just ask away and we'll just go into it.
I just came in to see what was going on. I'm new to the group chat, so I just seen that you guys were having a meeting. So I was like, let me jump in and see what's going on. But this is the first meeting that I've joined since
Awesome.
I've been in the group chat.
Are you one of ours that came in through the printing company, or are you from M2 Trap?
I'm from M2 Trap.
Okay, so you're one of Manny's
With
people.
Manny's, yes.
Yep,
With Manny.
awesome. Same thing. So
Okay.
what we do is you're still printing with us, so that's the
Right.
best part. That's the best part. So we offer this free. You know, I run customer service for Manny. You probably saw me on one of the calls. Actually, I forgot
Yes.
to send him the link tonight. We handle all that stuff. So this is just a place to come in and ask some
Right.
questions. If you're if you're confused about credit, you're confused about the software, you're confused about anything, just come in, ask any questions that you have, anything that you want. Also, put it into the chat if you have any questions that you want to ask into the chat. We have people that have come into the classes that know the answers from the classes that will be able to help you accordingly as well. So you're more than welcome to come into any class. Micah will post this up during the week at some time whenever his computer looks like working.
Okay.
So you'll be able to watch it over and go over all the stuff. We do drop gems inside. There's a little more advancements going on in the stuff than what Manny covers. I'm gonna he asked that in the last class was, if we want to bring our people in, our people are learning a lot more advanced techniques in disputing. We're gonna let you guys stay there, get caught up, and then we're gonna bring you guys into more advanced classes. So this is one of those advanced classes. All right?
Cool. Yes,
All right.
thank you.
No problem. I appreciate it. Glad to have you here and keep it up.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. I think I got Jesse. Jesse, the same thing with you as well? I cannot hear you. I know you came off of mute. Still nothing. Still nothing. Okay. Jesse, will you get your mic working? Come over. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm M2 Trap 2, just seeing what you all talking about. We talk about everything. If you got anything, any questions, any business things, I've been doing this for a very, very long time. We can answer a lot of different questions that a lot of people have. We did a lot of corporate questions today, business credit questions, personal credit, funding, all that stuff. So whatever questions you guys have, it's open to you and the floor to do whatever you would like. So that's whatever it is. And I feel bad because you guys did come in a little bit at the end. So I'm kind of like out of things to talk about. So unless you guys got questions, I don't know what I don't know what else to talk about. Oh, Micah, let's I'm gonna put you on the spot. So book, where are we at with the book for everybody? Because I know our book, what is it? Denied again? Is that what we called it?
Yeah.
Okay, where are we at with that?
I mean, it's good. I sent it to you yesterday.
Oh no, I mean like for launch purposes, where are we at with that? What do we need? Let me rephrase that question. What do we need to get this out to the public?
So the way they buy it, we just don't have that unless they just Venmo you or something.
Well, I have Stripe set up, so that's not an issue. So we can get that rocking and
Okay,
rolling. You want to do
perfect.
just like a Stripe checkout and do like a pre-launch checkout?
Yeah, that could probably work.
Yeah, let's
You
do a
just have
pre-launch
to,
check.
yeah,
Let's.
just review the book.
I did review the book. It looks sick. I'm not.
Okay.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I'm not crazy about the title. Denied again, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay. So Dion told me something that I would like us to do. Dion told me like secrets of the millionaires are keeping from you, something like that. I like something like that. It creates things because that is a lot of the stuff that we went over in that is a lot of secrets that took me a long time to learn. I'm not a millionaire yet, but I'm almost there. And at the same time, it's like things that we want to give people. We were talking about AI, we were talking about all that stuff. So I think that we should go something along those lines. See if you can get that banged down, and then what we'll do is we'll release that. Um how many guys want to do I'm gonna go crazy right now. I'm gonna go crazy. It was 20. We wanted to sell the book for $27.99. If I release the book on a pre-order thing tonight and we get the name done tonight, how many people want to buy the book at $9.99? I'm gonna do it for a week at $9.99. Would anybody buy it for $10 to read it? It's
Of
Yes, I
course.
would definitely buy the
Yeah.
book.
damn.
Right.
I would definitely buy the book. I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely interested. I could Zell.
Okay. All right. All right. I wasn't expecting that. I'll be honest. I wasn't expecting that. How about a business credit book?
Yes.
I would do both.
Okay. So I got a business credit book. What I'll do is I got to redesign it.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of stuff in the business credit book that I've actually put into play in today's day and age, and I'm getting the bankers to come to me.
I seen you said something like that.
Yeah, well, here's one of the cards over here. She came up to us.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
this was cool. So I want to tell you guys this. So there's a little
Okay.
short story. I went with my wife. We opened up two bank accounts at the same exact time. This was the test, and it's freaking crazy. We put $100 in her business bank account, and I put 15,000 in mine. Well, the other business bank account that her and I own. Okay, that was Chase. Chase called me 2 days later. Hi, this is so and so from Chase. I'm a business banker. How can I help you today? Is there a time that we can meet? I will come to you. I asked my wife, we're 2 months open with these accounts. Honey, have you gotten a call from her? She's like, no. Nope. Hasn't contacted her, hasn't done anything. I didn't put a single dollar into that account. I haven't put $1 into that account. I've actually taken money, paid my business credit card off that she gave me. And she came and she's been here twice already. Money talks, BS walks. Now, do I know that? Yes. In my business credit book, and if I was home, I have it in my drawer. I'm not home. In my business credit book, there's hold on. Let's see if I have it. Hold on. Nobody take screenshots of this though. Because I have to fix it. The book is old and ugly. Hold on, let's see. Step by step, is this it? Oh, yes, it is. Where is it? No. Where's the picture? Where are you? Do they have it? Oh, they don't have it. Fuck. Where'd I save the book? Okay. There's a guide to the tiers that you need to be in business credit. And the tier is based upon how much money you have in the account. $100 to $1,000, you're in the lowest tier. As soon as you go into the $10,000 range in your business bank account, you're in the second highest tier. The only higher tier is $100,000+ in the account. So if you know that that's all the amount of money that you need to pull it to be put into the top tier, why is not everybody putting that in their account to open up their accounts? Now, granted, everybody, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say it like that, but if you have the money, why are you not doing that? That's what I should be saying. But here's the thing. If you know you have the money to do that, why are you not doing it? This is shit that people don't get. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. I'm so mind blown on how people don't get this. I have to find this book. Like now I'm going crazy because the thing of what it was the whatchamacallit, that part of the book was the biggest thing that I loved. Books. Let's see. Is it here? I wrote one on Google reviews. Oh my God, I did so many. But yes. Micah, let's do a Black Friday, the Friday after Black Friday launch. Okay. Let's do a mini launch. Let's put it in the thing. And what we'll do is you'll have the link to the book, right? You have the link to the book, right?
Yeah, the PDF.
You have the PDF.
So do we just like email them the PDF once you order it?
I'm gonna make it like this. This is what they're gonna do. Every single client over here, every single person that's over here that buys the book, we'll give you message Micah, show him the paid receipt. As soon as you show him the paid receipt, he'll give you access to the PDF. So this is raw, guys. The book is not 100%, right? We're not 100% with it, right?
No, if you want to change, I mean, if you want for the pre-sale, if you want to just keep the title the same for now, like for today and tomorrow and this weekend, just keep it like, and we just go with it, and then we'll change it.
Let's do that. I want to get this out to everybody. There's one thing that I want to say. I'm actually looking at it right now.
So would this only be the Denied Again book, or will it be both books?
No, because I can't find a business credit book.
Oh, okay.
I wrote the business credit book 3 years ago. I wrote the business credit book 3 years ago. And if I want, I have to find it. It's not on this computer. It's not. I have the book. The writing of the book is completed. The finished copy of the book. So, guys, just to show you, okay, I'm gonna bring it up over here. I'm gonna bring it up over here so you guys can see this. Let me download it, and I'm actually gonna open it up so you guys can see this. So this is what our book looks like, and I will show it to you guys. So we've been working very hard with it. It's just been a pain. So this is Denied Again. You're gonna have your table of contents, your basic table of contents, and these are the questions that Mike had asked me. So when I do the next book recording, which is what I actually was going into, the next gonna be book recording is gonna be what $100 a day can do for you. And it was an awesome. This is gonna be an awesome book because it's the truth of what happens when you put yourself in that mindset, what an extra $100 a day can do for you when it comes to your credit, but also your life. This is all the questions that Mike asked me that we answer inside of the book, final thoughts, and then this is all the stuff that he went over and how we put everything into thing. So this is the book right here, guys. It's all done, and it's a lot. How many pages is it? 61, 61 pages.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna quiz anybody on this book. I'm just like it's I do have the video recording as well. Oh, Micah, we should do that. We should give them that and the video recording of the book. Did you upload that?
Video recording?
Yes.
I have it downloaded.
Okay. Upload it to YouTube, make it blocked, don't give it to everybody. And anybody that buys it, give them the actual video recording and give them the book. So now they have audio and audio, video, and whatchamacallit, and the book. How's that sound for everybody?
Perfect.
Yes, that sounds great.
I think that's what we're gonna do tonight. We're gonna do a pre-release tonight, and we're gonna get this rocking and rolling. I'm so happy, guys. Thank you. Unless anybody has questions, Jesse's been the one who's been typing. So let me find this this thing over here where Jesse's been typing. Jesse, you got any questions? I can talk for hours. I love this. I think so. Here's the problem. I want to do these later, but I love being in the office and I love having my background that I no questions right now. Awesome. I love being in the office. I love having this background behind me. But when I'm home, I can go later, but I don't want to work too late because my wife's pregnant. So I try not to work too late because I keep her up because I'm loud. So, and then we don't get access to Mr. Micah because he leaves at 5:30. So let's, if anybody wants a later class, let me know what you want, what you're looking forward to. I know I got my Texas people that want to do would definitely benefit in a later class. Let me know. Tell me what it is, what date, and not what date, what day during the week. Maybe we got to do a Saturday or Sunday one. Let me know if that's something you guys will want, and we can go from there. Okay?
Yes, thank you.
No problem, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. Ciao. Bye. Have a great weekend.
Thank you so much. Are we
no-
doing it? Is this like every Friday?
Every Friday, 3 o'clock.
Okay. Okay.
Every Friday, 3 p.m. EEST. I forgot. So we posted it this morning. I forgot. I got so busy in the store. We're doing stuff today that I forgot to post the link 30 minutes beforehand. But normally we like to post the link 30 minutes beforehand that we're letting everybody in. But every Friday. So everybody, if you have questions and you want them to get answered by me, write them down, wait on Friday. I tell Kendra that all the time. Kendra's the one, she's got my personal number, she calls me. But at the end of the day, I tell them, wait for Friday. I can put them into class. Somebody else might have the same question as you. So let's answer them all together.
Okay.
Cool?